And hello, we are live. Hello.
Hi.
Hi,
Hello
everybody.
there.
Hello
Hi,
there.
how you doing? Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
General Kenobi.
Morton. You are a bold one. The reason you don't see us on screen this time is because, well, uh, I don't know if it's Fujitech or if it's OBS or whatever, but it's doing that. It's doing that, and it shouldn't be doing that. So
That's not good.
yeah, that's terrible. We do have a bit of news to go over today. Not nearly as much as what we've been getting over the last couple of weeks. But yeah, we got some to go through. But welcome to Anime Church. We're the church where cosplay is appreciated, and nobody judges you for it.
Unless we're paid to.
Unless we're paid to. Yeah, that's kind of...
Even if
that's
we're
important.
not paid to, we might just give you a good job, a thumbs up, or a damn, that looks great.
Well, no, if you do a B&P cosplay, I'm absolutely going to judge you.
What's B&P?
You're better off not knowing.
Yes, much better off not knowing.
Yeah. I
Google,
can't
help
say
me.
I can't say the name of
Oh,
the
never
thing
mind.
on
Never mind.
YouTube.
I put it
Yeah.
together. I
Mhm.
put it together.
It's the anime everybody recommends for first-time viewers.
Knock,
No.
not pick.
No, that is not the show. Anyway, that being said, you will get judged for that. I hope everybody who lives in the States had a pleasant turkey day. I had a pretty good turkey day. All right, yeah. That being said, we do have a bit of news to cover. Some fun. 2 out of 3 of the shows were really good this week, and one of them was just good. Like really good versus just good. So, well, at least for
Really
me,
good, and then why am I still watching this?
Wait, no, what? Who said that?
Fenris.
How dare you? 2 really goods and a just good. And if you want to know why you're still watching it, it's because Shampoo is coming up because she's in the opening.
Yes,
Anyway.
and that is that's the only reason I'm holding on at this point.
No, how dare you?
I hate this current arc.
Oh, if you're talking about like the skater arc, yeah, I absolutely understand.
Yes.
We'll get to that. Get to that. I thought you were saying that the entirety of this remake has been terrible. I'm like, fuck you.
No, not the entirety. Just this arc. Like,
oh yeah, fuck this arc.
I'm having such a hard time keeping track and
I remember
attention.
this arc, and I wish I didn't. That's kind of where I'm at.
I'm having a good time with it. So
yeah, because it's brand new for you.
I guess.
Yeah.
Arc.
Anyhow. That being said, let's go ahead and get started. I am Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
I am Moonlight Sparks, your Minister of Arceology. Praise Arceus.
And I'm Fender Sauron, your patron saint to snackos and alcohol.
Speaking of snackos.
And soon, hopefully, to be firearms. I'm going for the full ATF on this shit.
You are not.
Hell yeah, brother.
No. You do not promote firearms on this show.
Sure.
We have other shows for that.
How about fireworks?
No, not that either.
But
how about just fire?
Yes, that's acceptable. You are talking to somebody who has PTSD from fireworks, and you're like, how about fireworks? Fuck you.
Oh.
Never knew you had that.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like fireworks to me. It sounds like mortar fire.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
Most prior military, a lot of prior military hate the 4th of July and freaking New Year's because of all the fireworks.
So striking Stone Mountain visit off of the to-do list. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
That is fair. I haven't heard fireworks in like 4 years, so I
there you
don't
go. See,
remember them.
Yeah, exactly. Like the problem is I live in a county where purchasing fireworks is illegal, but everybody still does it. Yeah. But most of the time I can't see them, so it's just the sky is lighting up and I hear the stuff going off, and to me that's just combat.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's one thing that a lot of different video games get right. You just hear everything happening off in the distance. It might
which
not
is
be
funny
right next
because
to you,
in a video
but-
game,
Ooh.
I don't know why, but in video games, regardless of how good the sound is, I don't get triggered. I don't know.
Because
why.
it's not as most video games aren't as immersive as virtual reality or what
Yeah,
you're
I'm sure if
or
it was
real
like
life.
through
Oh,
a
I'm not
virtual
doing
reality
VR. Fuck
thing,
that.
it would probably,
Nope.
yeah.
So,
All right, so
the
first
only
thing.
things I play VR for are horror games and VR chat.
All right,
Fair.
let's start our
Oh,
let's
Dude,
start our
dude.
first
Do
story.
you like? No. If you like music, I highly recommend Ragnarok. Let me get that out, damn it! It's a great game.
No, all right, so let's go ahead and talk about our first story, which is actually Moon's story to cover. So
Yes.
this is us talking about the director talking about Minecraft. The director.
Mhm.
So tell us about it, Moon.
So it's an IGN video. They're doing a interview with the director. It's there. It's either one director or two directors, but I know one of them is the director. But one of them is also actually from Mojang, and these are the two people who are kind of responsible for making the Minecraft movie, or at least putting it together. And in this, there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that we get to see. And it's kind of surprising how much of this movie is an actual set and not just all like on a green screen or some shit. So the houses they're in, those are actually there. Even some of the caves they go into, there's a lot of like actual, like the cave is real with like a bunch of glowing spots in it. And there's like a green screen at some point to make it, make it look like it goes on forever. But there's a lot more to this that is actually live action than it would actually appear, which is really cool and exciting. I'm still probably going to wait till it hits streaming because, boy, this was not what I expected when I heard Minecraft movie. But the directors also realize that and understand that. One of the things they kind of say and bring up is, well, an animated Minecraft movie has already been done by a bunch of different people on a bunch of different platforms. And that would be like, your machinimas, your, like, oh, I forgot what they're called. The egg people. Something entertainment. I forgot. But there's been a lot of animated Minecraft stuff that's already been done and done really well. And it's not that these people couldn't do that, but they wanted to go ahead and take it to the next level. So they're like, why not live action? So for a good chunk of it, it actually is live action. They do have to have a lot of stuff that is, animated. So the grassy overworld, you can just kind of tell that a lot of that's animated. And then, of course, all the enemies animated. But there's a lot of care, a lot of passion that was put into this. And I think it does also kind of confirm that they had a bit of a Sonic the Hedgehog moment where, that first trailer that everyone saw, oh, that wasn't pretty. No one liked that. And then they're like, okay, let's make a better trailer. And then they did. So there's passion. There's a lot of love behind this. I feel a bit more confident in the movie itself. I'm still kind of wary about it after this, but like if a friend bought me the tickets, I would see it in the theaters.
I also like that they have the kids and Jack Black are actually going and playing Minecraft in their trailers whenever they have a chance. That's pretty cool.
I think that's adorable and just makes sense for Jack Black. He's the kind of guy who really likes kids.
Have you not heard of Jablinski Games? Dude does play
yeah,
games.
that too.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right,
he's
so-
finally
amazing.
playing games.
Yeah.
He's
remember
been
for, like,
playing
the-
games.
I
Yeah, he
remember
does
for
play
the
games.
first 2.5 years of that channel, you'd always say, "Oh, my computer's being worked on. Next week I'll play games." And it's just him doing a bunch of random skits.
No, he
couldn't
has
complain
actually
about
played
that.
games on Jablinski Games. Yeah.
Finally, jeez.
That's dude. It's been well over a year since he's done that. Anyhow, but yeah, like we talked about last week when we saw the next trailer, we were like, oh, they're literally quoting Minecraft memes and not
Yes.
taking themselves seriously. Like this
not
whole
at all.
thing is not meant to be taken seriously, and they're not taking themselves
Yeah.
seriously. So once I
It's
understood
about as
that, I
serious
was like,
as you would
I'm
actually
comfortable.
take any
Yeah.
sort of Minecraft playthrough. You're in there, you're having fun, you want to do the things, but
Is
also
anybody seriously trying to play Minecraft? Let's be real. Let's be real.
Yeah, if you're playing Minecraft, you're there to have a good time. You're there to just enjoy and create. You're not there to be all like, okay, this is a grimdark setting. The dragon has killed thousands of people before it escaped to the Ender. We must go and fight. No. Hell
I'm
no.
just there.
If
I'm
you
just there
want
to
something,
harvest
if
carrots
you
and
want
watermelon.
something like, if you want to go see a movie like that, that's something that's serious but also lighthearted and fun and has like that family value thing, might I recommend Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, because that's the film you're
Yes.
looking for.
That
That is
absolutely.
100%
It's got the
film you're looking
seriousness.
for.
It's got the
I-
humor. It's got everything down to a T.
They still missed a golden opportunity for an after credit scene. The entire cast sitting around a DM table with Matt Mercer DMing. That
No,
would've
no,
been
no,
the
no, no,
that
perfect
would've been
after credit
great.
scene.
Second D&D game. Second D&D game. Yeah, second D&D movie. That's the whole thing. It's just, and you know what would be really funny? Not only would Matt be down with that, but like I'm pretty sure all of them would be like, yeah, he'd be a really good DM, and I'm like, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, no. At the
Mhm.
end of the second fill, in comes Will Wheaton.
No,
Oh, the guy who fails
dude,
everything.
no. Will Wheaton is the villain of the second movie.
No,
He would
because
fail
he
so
won't-
hard.
No, but
Oh.
that explains why he
Oh.
loses. That explains
no,
why he loses
no.
because the villain is played by Will Wheaton.
No. Will Wheaton is a hero who's trying to do good, but ends up failing so bad he
The
becomes
most
a
clumsy hero you've
Yes.
ever met, and it's played by Will
That's
Wheaton.
perfect.
Mhm.
He
Right.
set fire to the entire town. I just tripped over a pebble.
Oh, just so you guys know, just so all of you know, if there are voices cast for characters in the Minecraft movie, Will Wheaton is the creeper. Like that's what he should be. He's yeah, absolutely. All right. That being said, is that everything we want to cover for the Minecraft news? And do we want to move on or?
Yeah, I would like to encourage everyone to go actually check out this video. It's really interesting, and it's nice to hear them talk about it. But for now, yeah, we're done with it.
All right. You've also got the second thing too.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just very excited.
I love
for
the
this
Pokemon reference in there.
Mm-hmm. Are you a Pikachu?
You
Oh,
do
it's
look
so
like a
funny.
Pokemon. Pika. All right, go for it.
Oh, I am
sounds
so
good.
excited for this. I've already got tickets. I'm gonna be seeing it with my friends on the 20th. It's gonna be amazing. Oh, I love Sonic. It hurts me so much, but I love Sonic. And the movies have been nothing but great. So I am so excited for this. Shadow is great. They've got Jim Carrey, wrong one. But they got Jim Carrey in the fat suit and everything, and they got him as his father, and it's ooh, so good. I'm just really excited. Anyone else gonna go see it?
Possibly.
Hmm.
If I'm gonna see it, I'm probably gonna bring my niece to it because she's a huge Sonic fan.
She has good taste.
Unfortunately, I got sick of Sonic 2.
Oh, did you have to watch it too much?
For 3 weeks straight, it was
Yeah,
on repeat in the house.
that sounds about right.
So yeah, I do not like Sonic 2 anymore.
I understand. I was one of those kids, and like every time I look back at how much I used to watch certain movies, I'm like, oh, no wonder my parents never want to watch that movie.
I did for Christmas buy her a Sega Genesis with the Sonic games.
Have you seen?
Nice.
Did you see the stuff that they sent to certain reactors?
No.
There's an actual old school Sonic game cartridge and case that they sent them, and it's got all the movie stuff on it.
I did see
Ooh.
someone
It's
talk about that.
actually
Yeah.
Sonic 3. It's actually the game Sonic 3, the old school Sega Genesis Sonic 3. But it has like the movie poster on the cartridge, and the box has the actual like movie poster stuff on it too. It's very funny.
And on the game, there's like an Easter egg. If you It's like if you score something on like a mini game, you'll unlock a poster in glorious 16-bit.
But yeah, I want to see this because I've loved all of these mostly because of Jim Carrey. He's been
Yes.
so fun.
Phenomenal.
Now, the only Sonic game I ever played was Sonic 2. So I have no idea. I know nothing about the story of Shadow. And I think that will work to my benefit. Don't say anything
will.
I don't want to know.
I won't.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next thing. Okay. The next quote unquote 2 to 3 stories. I'm saying 2 stories because like we have 2 bits of Voltron news. All of my childhood is having live action moments right now. So let's talk about Voltron. So Voltron has cast Sterling K. Brown, who you may know from American Fiction and Black Panther, as well as Rita Ora, who is credited for 50 Shades of Grey and Detective Pikachu. I think she did a song for Detective Pikachu. And John Kim, who was in Cruel Intentions and The Little Things. Now, Anime News Network doesn't actually show images of the actors, but if you go and look them up, you'll know who the frick they are if you don't know them. So, that's the first set of casting announcements that was done, but entertainment news source Deadline reported on Monday that Amazon MGM Studios' live-action Voltron feature film has cast Sterling K. Brown, Rita Ora, and John Kim. The Hollywood Reporter reported that the film will also star Henry Cavill, and entertainment sites reported that Daniel Quintoye will be a lead actor in the film. Most of this is background, and then we're going to move on to the second part, which looks almost exactly the same, except now they've added 3 more people. Cast Alba Baptista, Samson Kayo, and Tharanya Tharan. Okay. So, Alba Baptista is from Warrior Nun. Samson Kayo is from Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. And Tharanya Thera is from Year of. This makes me wonder if they're actually going to be showing up in live action for some of this, or if they're going to be like some of this is voice work stuff. Because, Puss in Boots, I was like, yeah, that's not. Nobody showed up for a live action version of Puss in Boots. That was all vocal. So I'm wondering if they're supposed to be the voices of this and the voices of that.
I mean, like, a live-action version of Puss in Boots would just basically be Antonio Banderas as Zorro again.
But with a much better version of Salem from, what was it? Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the news. I don't have anything more to say because it's all the same stuff over and over. So we'll move on. He-Man. Okay, somebody was asking. Who was it that was asking who Duncan is or who Man-at-Arms is?
That was me because
Yeah.
I don't know their names.
Okay. This is Man-at-Arms. There you go.
Yeah. I can't remember what words it was you used, but I did get that guy eventually.
I love that Camila Mendez is Tila, but Allison Brie is Evil Lynn, and I can't. It's so hard for me to picture Allison Brie as Evil Lynn because right now, anytime somebody mentions Allison Brie, all I think about is Community.
Huh. I thought your name was just Evelyn.
Hey. So
It's one of the best Robot Chicken bits.
Idris Elba is in talks to mentor He-Man as Duncan, a.k.a. Man-at-Arms, in the Masters of the Universe movie. Idris Elba may have found his next big franchise role. Let's not count that too quickly. The last Masters of the Universe film was a miss. I loved it as a kid, but I was young and stupid. The Luthor Star is in final negotiations to play Duncan, also known as Man-at-Arms, in the forthcoming live-action Masters of the Universe movie. Entertainment Weekly has learned. The project, based on the hit cartoon series, will also star Nicholas Galitzine as the story's lead hero, He-Man, Camila Mendez as Tila, and Allison Brie as Evil Lynn. The mustachioed Duncan / Man-at-Arms has typically been depicted as a mentor to He-Man's royal alter ego, Prince Adam. The character crafts weapons and raises Tila as his daughter after her mother, the sorceress, gives her up to focus on defending Castle Grayskull. Alan Oppenheimer voiced Duncan in the original 1980s cartoon, and actors Gary Chalk, Liam Cunningham, and Anthony Del Rio have played him in other projects. John Cipher portrayed the character in the 1987 live-action movie Masters of the Universe, which also starred Dolph Lundgren and a pre-Friends Courtney Cox. Yeah, that was Courtney Cox's first film debut.
Nice.
Directed by Travis Knight, who did Kubo and the Two Strings and Bumblebee, the new Masters of the Universe would add yet another major franchise to Elba's filmography, which already includes almost every major movie series of the 21st century. So yeah, anybody here actually a fan of He-Man? Want to talk about it?
I haven't watched He-Man in like 25 years.
My guy, if you did... All right, here's the thing. The best iteration of He-Man was the early 2000s. The early 2000s one is the best iteration of He-Man.
I think I know which
That
one you're
was when
talking
they-
about. I actually did watch a little bit of that. It was fun.
That was when they established Skeletor's before he got
Became a
turned
Skeletor?
into a skeleton. Yeah, he was Keldor, and like it was pretty interesting. Hang on, I gotta check my door.
By the power of Grayskull, I have the power. Yeah. That's about all I got.
Oh, whenever I hear Grayskull, I can't help but think of Vox Machina.
Yeah?
Fucking Grayskull Keep.
Pardon me on that. I know we didn't have a lot to talk about on this topic, but I had to pick up some Christmas presents that I ordered that the Amazon person just dropped off.
Ooh.
They're not your Christmas presents.
I don't expect anything.
Okay. You were like, ooh. I had to make the joke. All right. Are we ready to move on to the next topic?
Yep.
All right. I have not watched this yet, so I really want to.
39
Secret Levels
seconds.
Animated series does a Mega Man trailer that teases the Mega Man origin story, which I know nothing about. So there we go.
You are not alone in that. I actually don't know his origin either.
Capcom USA began streaming a trailer on Saturday for the Mega Man episode of Secret Level, an adult animated anthology series from the Love, Death plus Robots creative team. The cast includes Arnold Schwarzenegger, Kevin Hart, Keanu Reeves, Tamora Morrison, Ariana Greenblatt, Heaven Hart, Emily Swallow, Gabriel Luna, Ricky Whittle, and Patrick Schwarzenegger, Merle Dandridge, Claudia Dumit. Oh God, I'm sorry, guys. I don't.
Akino Ye Agbaje?
Yeah, see, that's why I didn't want to say that. Clive Stanton, Laura Bailey, and Michael Beach. So at least one actual voice actor that we know of in there.
Yep.
But just so everybody is aware, is Emily Swallow who I think it is?
I bet
Is she
Laura
the-
Bailey's in the D&D one.
Yes. Hold on. Last of Us Part 2, The Mentalist. Yeah, that's what I thought. Emily Swallow is the armorer in The Mandalorian.
Ah.
Yeah. I was like, that name sounds familiar. Oh, okay, I'm pretty sure that's the armorer. Yeah. The one who makes all the stuff. The one that the first one we heard say, "This is the way." Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. It kind of looks like the Mega Man origin story might be similar to Robot Boy.
Astro Boy?
Astro Boy, that's it.
like the OG anime Astro Boy.
Yeah, like his origins.
Lion, tiger, snakes, and gazelle. Oh my god, that makes me Kung Fu Panda.
Damn it.
Anyway, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. That looks pretty cool. I'm just looking at the trailer right now.
I love how they had Mega Man
Oh,
written
dude.
out in
Okay. That looks so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Dr. Wily? Is that who that is?
I believe not Wily, the other one. Wily's the villain.
Oh, Wily's the villain. Gotcha. That looks really, really cool. That looks so cool. When is that coming out?
The 10th.
Okay. So, like, 9 days from now. Dope. I'm looking forward to it.
And
All
Squid
right.
Games is in 4 days.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So, that being said, we're going to move on to... Yeah, but I haven't watched Squid Games at all. So...
It's good. Highly recommend.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I just... Yeah. Can't be bothered. I missed the original hype train, and by the time everybody was like, oh, you should see it, I'm like, I could not care less, and I have way too much stuff that I got to do. So, that being said, we're going to move on to the next topic, which is Fenris's topic to talk about.
Oh, this fight. Yeah. Netflix hit with $50 million class action lawsuit over Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight streaming glitches. A Florida man has filed a class action lawsuit against Netflix over the poor streaming quality that
Of course it was a fucking Florida man. That makes way too much sense.
It's the most hilarious thing.
A Florida man. You don't say.
That affected millions during the widely viewed boxing match between former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson and YouTube personality Jake Paul on Friday night. Ronald Blue Denton, of course his nickname is Blue. You're my boy, Blue! A resident of Hillsborough County, Florida, alleged that the streaming giant was guilty of breach of contract over the frequent glitches, according to TMZ. The class action lawsuit filed in Florida State Court is seeking damages of at least $50 million. 60 million Americans were hyped to see Iron Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet, versus YouTuber Turner. Okay, that's a typo. YouTuber Turner prize fighter Jake Paul. What they say was the baddest streaming on. I know. I'm reading it.
Don't read it how it's typed. Don't. Just because they sound stupid doesn't mean that you should.
But they're trying to sound stupid for the stupidest person in this article.
And?
What they saw was the baddest streaming on planet, the lawsuit claims. It was alleged that many viewers missed portions of the fight due to the interruptions. Netflix customers experienced massive streaming issues and should have known better because it's happened before. They were woefully ill-prepared, according to the lawsuit. Citing over 100,000 people complaining online, the lawsuit claimed that boxing fans, along with the average Americans wanting to see a legend in what would most likely be his last fight, were faced with legendary problems, including no access, streaming glitches, and buffering issues. During the bout, many viewers took to social media to express their frustrations with streaming and buffering problems before and during the fight. According to the website Down Detector, nearly 85,000 viewers logged problems with outages or streaming leading up to the fight. The bout was scheduled for 8 2-minute rounds as opposed to the normal 3 minutes and 10 or 12 rounds for most pro fights. Paul won the fight by unanimous decision. Netflix said Saturday that the bout was watched by a worldwide audience of 60 million and peaked at 65 million concurrent streams. It said nearly 50 million households were tuned in for the co-main event between Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, in which Taylor kept her undisputed super lightweight championship with another disputed decision. Netflix
Apparently
said it would.
People who actually watched, that was the actual fight to see. That was the real fight.
Netflix said it would provide additional viewership information, including total viewers, this coming week. The bout between the YouTuber turned boxer Paul and Tyson, 58 former heavyweight champion, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, was Netflix's biggest live sports event to date, and an opportunity to make sure it can handle audience demand with the NFL and WWE on the horizon. Now, think about it. The class action lawsuit is for $50 million, and according to this, it's been 60 to 65 million that were unable to watch that want to sign on to it. That's less than $1 per person.
That's if all of those people are involved in the class action lawsuit.
That's true.
They're
That's
not saying that all of those people are involved in the class action
Yep.
lawsuit.
I'm just saying, if they all are, that's less than $1 per person before lawyer fees come out of that class action.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But yes, the real losers of that fight were everybody who watched it.
No, not necessarily. Just anybody that wanted to see.
Rigged.
Anybody that wants to see Jake Paul get his ass handed to him. All right, at this point in time, can we just get it over with? Let's have Jake Paul go toe-to-toe against Adam from Real Steel.
He won't do that.
Man, I don't care.
Because it does not meet his criteria for
What criteria?
fighting
criteria?
partners.
said it?
Old and decrepit, out of
That's
shape.
Adam. That's Adam.
Would most likely die if punched once.
Okay, that part's not Adam.
That part is also not Mike Tyson.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Or
Mike Tyson.
somebody who he can just continuously poke fun at and not suffer any repercussions.
Definitely not Mike Tyson.
Yeah, that's not Mike Tyson, my dude.
You could see it. I've only seen some clips and heard people talk about it. There was a couple
can't-
times Jake
the
got
thing
hit
is-
and he had
the
to
thing
stumble,
is-
and Mike
the thing
Tyson's
is-
sitting there with a
Here's
goofy
the
look.
thing. Fenris, we're live on the internet. I can't say what I'd like somebody to actually do to this man.
I know. Neither can I.
Yeah, exactly. But to my friends in the FBI and the CIA, you know who I am. You know who you are. My actual, I'm not making jokes here. Like, I actually have friends in there. To my friends in there, I mean, would you miss him? Would you miss him?
I don't think anyone would.
For all of the people out there about to get butthurt and try and come after me and say some lawyers, try to send some lawyers after me. That was a joke. That was a joke. I don't like the person. I think they're a horrible human being and they're a stain on the species. And if they were to, God forbid, have something happen to them and they stopped being here, I wouldn't shed a tear. In fact,
You know, they don't even necessarily need to stop being here. If they just stopped having an internet presence.
if they just if they just went quiet and just lived in a cabin in the woods and didn't bother anybody anymore, I'd be okay with that. You
So
know,
many people would be
As
happy.
Yeah,
long as he
I
doesn't
do
laugh at
as Bill
bodies
Burr-
in the woods.
I would do as Bill Burr said. I would rub one out like a man. You know, it's the champagne of victory.
Yes.
All right. Anyway, we're done with that one.
But speaking of victory,
yeah,
on to the next topic.
there we go. Good segue there, buddy.
I have my moments.
Yeah, this is a very interesting one too.
Yeah.
Whose
This is
story
like
this?
this is the biggest middle finger to Nintendo yet.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And not just from Pocket Pair, but from the devs of Terraria.
Like literally, it feels like Nintendo went to war with every like game studio developer and other big and like the big boys of Sony and Microsoft, and they're like, all right, what can we do to fuck over Nintendo and include Palworld in it? It's like,
yeah, it's funny.
mhm.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, Palworld and Terraria. That's gotta be so great.
Yes.
Like Terraria already has like tie-ins with a couple other games. I think it was like Castle Defenders or no Crystal Defenders, something like that. I play the game and I cannot remember the name of
Oh.
it for the life of me.
Also, they did make the announcement that they're teasing here. There is another new island coming, and it is
That's
apparently
6 times bigger.
yeah, that is 6 times bigger than the previous island that they dropped, Sakurajima.
Hell yeah, let's
Mhm.
go.
Which is basically Cherry Blossom Island. That's what it's called. Sakurajima.
Hmm.
Jima means island, and Sakura is cherry blossoms. So,
Also, hi,
so it's
Spider.
weird. Hi.
Hello, Spider. You can do it, Florida man.
Yep. All right. Next beast of from the gaming world, Hey, Fenris, I'm sure you're just gonna love this as much as you love Godzilla, right? Yeah. Still not gonna make me play this fucking game.
Nope. Nope.
Godzilla roars into Fortnite Battle Royale for Japan-themed season.
Okay, before we continue, Richie, if Gundam didn't get me to play Fortnite, Godzilla won't.
The
See,
thing
what we
that's gotten
need-
me closest to playing Fortnite is the festival mode, just because I miss Guitar Hero.
That is fair.
I played the Lego Fortnite thing, and that's fun. Anyway, what we actually need is not this Fortnite nonsense. We need Ready Player One. When he brought out the Gundam to fight Godzilla, that was awesome.
Yes.
We need that. All right, so the massively popular game Fortnite Battle Royale previewed its next season's theme on Tuesday. The teaser image features what appear to be player cosmetic skins for the season and iconic movie monster Godzilla peeking out of the clouds. We're talking about this because Godzilla's in it. That's the only reason we're really talking about this.
Yeah.
If you want to play a game for 8-year-olds because Godzilla's in it, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. Yes, I'm giving shit to Director Nasty because he does play this game. I just don't, man. This is just, yeah. Like, Fortnite Chapter 2 Remix, the game introduced several rappers to the Chapter 2 island, including Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Ice Spice, and Juice WRLD, among the rappers' numerous weapons and items from Chapter 2. The mini-season is slated to conclude on Saturday. The game will then go into downtime so the developer at Epic Games can update the servers for Chapter 6, Season 1, Oni Hunters, according to IGN, and the expected start date for the new Fortnite chapter is Sunday. This is a game for like much younger generation, and I'm not that generation. I look at this and I roll my eyes and I'm like, look, I'd rather be playing Apex because at least it's Fortnite for adults.
Yeah.
And it's and as much as I may like sit here and think that Fortnite is or the Apex is a better version of Fortnite, I also, oh my god, is that Baymax up top?
Probably.
Motherfucker. I think it is. Anyway, as
Yeah, it
much
looks like
as the other reason why I would want to play Apex is because at least it's connected to the Titanfall universe.
Mm.
All right, let's talk about the 2 anime topics we have. So the official Solo Leveling Season 2 Arise from the Shadow anime's trailer has dropped, and it reveals the opening theme song by Lisa and Stray Kids' Felix.
And holy fuck, is it good.
Yeah, the staff for Solo Leveling Season 2, Arise from the Shadow, the second season of the Solo Leveling anime, announced on Thursday that Lisa and Felix from South Korean boy band Stray Kids will perform the opening song, Reawaker, featuring Felix of Stray Kids. So Aniplex streamed a trailer that previews the song. Hiroyuki Sawano of Attack on Titan, Blue Exorcist, Kill la Kill, and Mobile Suit Gundam UC fame produced the song and is returning as the anime's composer. The second season will debut in January 2025. Crunchyroll will stream the second season, and of course, Solo Leveling Reawakening will be dropping its film compilation for the anime's first season, and a preview of the first 2 episodes of the second season is screening in Japan from November 29th to December 12th. Crunchyroll and Sony Pictures will screen Solo Leveling Reawakening on December 6th in select theaters in the U.S. And yes, I am actually going to actively look at what if any theater near me is playing it, and I'll go check it out and type some stuff up and give you my thoughts on the next, maybe on the next thing. If it's on the 6th, that means it's coming this Saturday. Yeah. But I may have to save my money for other things because bills got to get paid.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Lastly,
Curse you, Bill.
what is the world coming to? Google Chrome is now an anime and a Japanese short starring Sumire Uesaka. the Google Japan release to Gambare Kuromo, Do Your Best Kuromo, anime shorts featuring a Google Chrome mascot named Kuromo, as voiced by Sumire Uesaka on Thursday. The anime short showcases the browser's sharing features between smartphones and computers, and the second focuses on security and translation functions. Oh, is Google Translate going to actually get good now? That'd be nice.
I mean,
We'll
with
see.
it getting an anime, it's damn well better.
It's like an anime short. It's not an actual full on anime, but Google Chrome is basically anime now, and it's like, God damn it, no. Which is funny because Google, they're gonna. It looks like they're gonna have to divest and possibly get rid of Chrome, or get rid of their claim to Chrome. I
Or at
forget what the
least
legal
take
term for it is, but yeah.
that, or at least put something in there so it's not a fucking memory hog.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
nice. Well, they've got a lot of bloatware that's in there that I'm so glad I'm not using Chrome anymore. All right, guys, that's all of the news. We are now going to jump over into our review of this week's anime. We got a lot of thoughts about this one in particular. And spoiler alert has gone up. But of course, guys, if you don't want to get spoiled on any of the shows that we're talking about, we're going to be talking about Blue Box, Ranma 1/2, and Tower of God. And if you don't want to get spoiled, we absolutely understand. Thank you for hanging with us as we've talked about this short bit of news. Really short because we're not even at 3 o'clock here yet. And yeah, that's kind of where we're going to go. So let's get started. Let's talk about Blue Box. Okay, I had a couple of thoughts, and I wrote them down. So I was talking about how we got a bunch of shots, like some shots that didn't have anything to do with the main character, just kind of like people doing stuff in the background, and then they didn't use CG. I was like, see, you don't have to use CG all the fucking time. And then like 2 minutes later, they show everybody like playing different sports in the gym in the background, and they're all CG. And I'm like, fuck! But also at the same time, the limited CG wasn't bad. It was actually like well done. And it's like, see, you don't have to use CG in everything. Blue Lock,
cheaper.
The CG they used in it, they blended in with the assets in the background to make it look like it was actually part of the animation.
I'm talking about I'm specifically talking about that because of how much Blue Lock is using it, and they're not using it well. Okay. And it's like Blue Lock was so good in season 1, and it's like, what the fuck happened to the animation? It's like you did one season, it did well, and you stopped caring. And it's like, I hate how backwards Japan is sometimes, man. All right. I also like the trope that when he eats the udon, you see like the background go dark, and I'm like, oh god, her cooking's bad. And he goes, no, he's mad because his nose, he can't taste it. He's mad because of that. I'm like, way to subvert the trope, guys.
Yeah.
And Chinatsu has total mom energy. And
absolutely.
And for certain shots, mommy energy, yeah, is another part.
Put a ring on that finger. She deserves it.
Yeah. Lastly, I will say the obsession is real with the leg and the short shots. There were so many of them.
Yes, there were.
I'm like, my guy.
Ooh, it was
in a show that just does not have fan service, for them to like just
suddenly get just a taste, and you're sitting there just like, oh, okay, I'm sweating now.
I'm not okay with that. I'm like, keep my wholesome story wholesome. Why are we sitting here staring at her ass? No, I don't need that. Keep that shit out of here. There is a place and a time for horny, and this show is not it. Fucking Japanese. I gotta fucking sex up everything. Also, that's a child. I don't want to look at a child's ass and legs. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Animated or not, I'm just not about it, my dude.
But the way it ended was very cute, and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, is she gonna kiss him? We don't know yet.
No, she's probably just going to straighten out the cooling band on his head.
Possibly, but like,
I'm not saying nothing.
Okay.
Because it's so much fun for you guys to guess. All right. Anybody else got any thoughts on this? Because I only covered like 5 things.
I'm excited for next episode. My boy's handling his loss well, I think, but you know he's getting through it.
He's still tormented on the inside. He's just trying to
Yeah.
stay happy and look
Which boy,
positive.
don't we
Um,
all
we-
know how that is?
Yeah.
Which leads to actually a very interesting part of this
Oh.
episode for me was their goals that they put up on their wall for the badminton team,
Yeah.
and how he just wants to focus solely on improving his accuracy.
What do you mean?
Which is
Girls just
fair.
want to have fun.
What?
God damn it.
You're welcome. All right. So that's the other thing I was going to say I thought was really, really funny and I liked. We have just a little bit left of this show, but I was glad we got to see them actually doing like schoolwork, like them actually trying to study because we've been so focused on like
The sports that-
aspect. And
Yeah.
I like it. I like that these guys are kind of sort of dumb, or they're dumb in the way that they're like, I'm not studying a little bit every time, and it's like, really? Because that would make things so much easier if you just studied a little bit every night before
I
bed.
like how half this episode was just dedicated to the finals.
Yeah, like fucking finals. I just want to go play sports. I'm like,
And it's,
to be fair, same, but video games and anime instead of sports.
Yeah. Another part of this episode that stuck out to me,
Mhm.
kind of a little heart wrenching, was how Taiki was avoiding Chinatsu.
Yeah.
Like
'Cause
that's when you
'cause
can
feels
tell
bad
that he
about himself. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that's when you can tell that he's not exactly taking his loss well.
Yeah.
All right. Any last minute thoughts on Blue Box before we move on to Ranma?
Definitely an 8 this
Oh.
episode.
I'm I'll put this one at an 8 as well.
No, I'll give it an 8. Any other thoughts though?
Don't think so.
Okay.
The fact that this anime has been nothing but fantastic
Mhm.
since episode 1.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh.
All right. On to Ranma. Okay, so first off, the Ranma Akane romance actually blossoming was the best part of this episode, to be
Yes.
fair.
Mhm.
Like 100%, I was so on board with that. And that was like, oh yeah, that did happen this arc. He did just say, Akane's my fiance, and if you touch her, I'll kill you. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's the first time that happened. And then suddenly Akane's like catching the feels. And then Ranma has to go and ruin it because he's Ranma. But like that's kind of where
But
we're at. Also,
she's still like, he must be in excruciating pain. Why is he stupid? Why is he doing this for me?
yeah, exactly. Also, I love all the Pichan and Charlotte jokes every time Ryoga shows up.
I
Yes.
like how that girl realizes Ryoga's secret without
I
realizing
forgot
it.
about that for
Yeah.
a second, and then I was like, oh god, I saw him wearing the necklace, and I was like, oh, that's right. She's gonna immediately recognize that's Charlotte.
And
he's
I'm
gonna-
sitting here like, Akane can't just ignore that. That was all said right in front of her.
Who you calling Pichan? It's like, I love that moment. It's like, my name's not Charlotte, it's Pichan. Yeah.
Who you calling
no!
Pichan?
Who you calling Pichan? I fucking love those moments. Those are great. Other than that, I did like any time that I see what's his name getting hit. Also, if you guys watch the dub, I forget specifically what he called him, but like when he walks into the dressing room,
Yeah, that was
the
going to be
first
like, I was
time.
going to bring that up. That was like one of my
Yes,
favorite
please.
parts of this
Yeah, that was
episode.
one
It
of
was
my.
like
I forget the name.
Yeah, what was- it
McCurvey
was-
kiss face or something.
Or-
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
it was McHorny Sex Freak.
There
Yeah,
we go.
sex fiend. Sex fiend.
Sex Fiend,
There
that's
we
it.
go.
Yeah.
Thank
Hey,
you.
McCordy
Bruce.
Oh,
Sex
McHorny
Fiend.
Sex Fiend.
It's like, that's not my name. And I'm like, it should be.
It really should be.
Yeah,
Like,
shit,
the shit talking was on point this episode.
Absolutely.
100%. I love the fucking dialogue and like smack talk that was going on here. And basically any time that McCorny Sex Fiend got his ass handed to him getting punched in the ribs. I also forgot that what's her name actually like starts poking him and punching him in like right after he just had his ribs hit by Ranma. Does this hurt? Does this hurt? That happened in the original, so they kept that in there. Holy shit. Holy shit. So yeah.
Like there were a few good parts, just they were so sparsed out. It was hard for me to keep paying attention.
I'll be 100% like this is not the strongest
It is not
of this season.
No.
And we still got one more episode. I thought it was just a 2-episode thing. It's 3. God damn it. But I mean, if you haven't seen it, you probably enjoyed it. If you've already seen it and you're like, fuck this season, this
Yeah.
arc. Fuck this arc. Because there's much better stuff in Ranma as a whole. But yeah. Also, guys, don't forget that there are just 3 more days left to go ahead and cast your votes for what you think Moon should watch. Currently, the 4 available are Call of the Night, Haikyuu, My Dress Up Darling, and Horimiya. The top 3 are the ones that are going to get checked out. Looks like we're pretty much all in for some romance shit at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Probably should have spaced out all the romance stuff because we've got My Dress Up Darling and first, and then Call the Night and Horimiya are tied at 20%.
Moon, have you seen Gate yet?
I saw a good chunk of it at AWA a couple years back.
Okay.
Okay. So if they tie, that means that Haikyuu's in 3rd place and we just have to watch all of it. No, that's not how it'll go. We'll just have to figure out which one's 2nd and 3rd.
Tiebreaker.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, so go ahead and vote if you haven't already. That being said, let's move on to the final one.
Ratings.
Tower of God. Oh, that's right. We got to do ratings.
Yeah.
I vote boo.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
everybody did to Ryoga.
Everybody booed Ryoga, yeah.
I'm enjoying it, so
Yeah,
I'm
I was
putting
gonna
this
say, I
up
wanna
there
know what
also
you
at
thought.
an 8. So
You're putting that in an 8. I'm around.
yeah,
I'm around.
there were
like a
funnier
6.
episodes. This was still a good one.
I'm around a 6. Like the episode was meh, but there were moments of really good shit, and the dialogue was fantastic.
I would give it a 6 too, but because of McHorny Sex Fiend, give it a 6.5.
McCorny Sex Fiend is just a great,
McCorny Sex
just a
Fiend.
great like fucking
Oh,
like
shit.
insult.
It
It's great.
is.
All right, let's move on to Tower of God. All right, first off, finally, we got the good shit.
Yes.
Also, you know we hit the good shit because it started off with that whole singing thing that we had in season 1 of that part of the soundtrack. The
Mhm.
like, fuck, we're
Mhm.
back. Also, you know who else is back? Rack is back.
Yes, we got to see some classic rock.
Like
It was so good.
some classic Rack. You know, I kind of like my baby Rack ribs. I want my baby Rack, baby
I'm-
Rack, baby Rack, baby Rack, baby Rack.
I'm sorry. Just
Also, I love that moment. Are you his friends?
He is my
Black
prey.
Turtle's my prey.
He is my prey.
I mean, I want nothing to do with Fug. And he's like, I guess they're not his friends. I'm like, these dumb motherfuckers. I love that.
Yep.
But yeah, we've got Rakus back. I also love the thing. It's like, did he grow in size? No, you idiot! I returned to my actual size.
Yep.
That one of my favorite parts of this episode was that when guys like, oh yeah, we can take her. We're going to have some fun, and then slowly Rack grows in the background like, you motherfuckers.
Also,
Mhm.
what am I going back to like the great name, the insult names? Pervert turtle.
Yeah.
Pervert turtle. Yes. I loved that. Oh,
Also,
shit.
now we can talk about it. We could really fucking talk about it. And you're only seeing like you're not even seeing the tip of the iceberg. You're seeing like the most little ice cube of the iceberg at the moment. The thorn.
Mhm.
We're finally dealing with the thorn.
And they
I thought that
explained
was
the
also
skeleton.
Mhm. They explained the skeleton, which, to be fair, I'd forgotten what that meant because the thorn has been like the main thing this entire time.
The
But yeah.
skeleton was meant to help tame the thorn.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, and the thing is, Bomb is basically the only one who can handle the skeleton.
Yes.
So the funny part is this entire time, both what's her name, the guide, the redheaded guide, and
Horian, or I know I can't pronounce her name right.
and his master, Bomb's master, literally fucked over an entire segment of Fug and all the elders. So it's literally like, no. Fug is now split into two.
Not just that, but they had this planned for years.
Years. Because, you know why? Because everybody in that fucking thing loves Bomb except Rachel, because she's a word that I can't say on the live stream.
Ah!
What are you talking about?
We don't live in Britain.
Insignificant?
We can't, no, I can't say, no. I can't say the word because we live in the U.S. and not in Britain. But yeah, it's a C word, and that's exactly what she is.
You can also call her what she actually is.
Mm-hmm. Nothing. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we'll get there eventually. Our main character will figure that out. And tell
hopefully
her to
next
her face,
season.
And I can't wait.
Also
That being
useless.
said,
she had someone down on the ground and she still couldn't kill him after stabbing him how many fucking times?
She wasn't trying to kill him. She was not trying to kill him. She was making a statement.
A statement.
That was a shitty ass statement.
No, it wasn't. No, it had precisely the impact that she wanted. It did exactly. But yeah, there are now two factions within Fug. There is the more traditional whatever kind of people within Fug, and then there's Bomb's side of Fug, where they're just like, no, you're not gonna fuck with Juvoli Grace or Bomb or whatever.
He is best boy.
He is best
determined.
boy. We will defend him. Dude, the amount of people in Fug that end up encountering him and like fucking siding with him is crazy. I can't wait till that happens. You've even got rivals, like enemies of him, that are like, fuck it, I'll work with you. It's like, dude, like they're not gonna be, they're not friends, but they're not overly hostile, and they will be. They're like, yeah, okay, we'll join up temporarily because we have the same enemies. It's like,
you know what? He's kind of like Luffy. He'll get anyone on his side and make them smile.
In a way, yeah. So yeah, officially, this is the moment where, because he said, I'm gonna go to my friends and I'm gonna be with my friends. So at this moment, this is the starting point where we move back from Juvoli Grace to Bomb. The 25th Bomb will be returning, and this is that moment. Yeah, it's so good. But we cannot end the party without somebody on the floor. And of course, we had that beautiful cliffhanger where
I've been waiting for this moment.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
Fucking Wangnan getting fucking just impaled through the chest. If y'all thought Goku getting angry was scary, y'all haven't seen Bomb angry.
Yeah, here's the thing.
I'm assuming he's gonna really quickly learn how to use that shard now.
No.
What he's gonna do,
shit.
the shard will not be unlocked.
Yeah, it's gonna be. The thing is, when he actually finally does use the thorn. Also, there's more than one thorn. Just pointing that one out. Yeah, yeah. That's the scary thing. That's why there's a lot of people in Fug that are scared shitless of him. They have never encountered him. They know nothing about him other than like secondhand knowledge. Just the amount of stuff that he's capable of doing scares the hell out of the elders. Yeah, because
and what scares them even more is that they can't control him.
What is it? The Thissa? Is that what it's called? He has two thorns and a Thissa and the skeleton?
Yep.
And he's the only person in the tower that can not only control that much power, but basically bend it to his will. Bend it to his will.
So he's absolutely going to scale that tower.
He is fucking broken, dude. It's, oh yeah.
If he wanted to, Moon, he could destroy the tower.
Yeah, he straight up could.
Shit.
That's what makes him so cool, because he's such a nice guy. He's such a nice fucking guy. It could not have happened.
Until you hurt his friends.
Until you hurt his... Basically, Clark Kent. He's a nice, mild-mannered dude until you piss him off, and then suddenly you're fucking with Superman.
Oh, that just reminds me of the whole scene where he fights Darkseid and they finally evacuate the city. And he's like, you know what it's like living in a world of cardboard? I have to hold back for everything, and now you've given me a chance to let loose.
I don't think that was Darkseid he was fighting, but close. Also, the only person that Darkseid truly fears is Batman.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because Batman is like, I will fucking kill us all to take you out. And he's like, I believe you.
Batman, like Superman, may have all the powers and everything, but Batman is still the scariest motherfucker because he can bring Superman to his knees.
He can bring Darkseid to his knees.
Absolutely, he can bring anyone to his knees with enough time and planning. Batman will kill anyone he needs to, but he won't kill them. That's the thing.
Like, literally, Batman has a contingency to murder everyone in the Justice League. And then
including himself.
When they're like,
no, that's
okay,
well,
who's there to stop Batman? I already have a plan for in case I need to be stopped. What is it? It's the Justice League.
The Justice League.
Yeah, I'm like, pretty good plan. Pretty good plan.
Yeah, it's a damn good plan.
Yeah.
Even if Batman knows how to defeat all of them, if they all come at him at once, he's not going to be able to use all his contingencies.
Yeah. All right. So, that being said, getting back to Tower of God, Bomb is getting ready to let loose. We're in the good part now. Also, don't forget, Endorsi is still in play.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So, the last thing that anybody should be wanting to do at the moment is piss off a princess of Jihad that has feelings for the boy.
So 4 of them out of how many?
At least 3 princesses of Jihad at present have an interest in the boy. 2 of them that we know of actually like him. And to make matters worse, 2 of the 13-month series of Swords, they very much like him.
They acknowledge him as their owner.
Yeah, like they would gladly give ownership over to him. Absolutely. And that's just 2 of the 13 months. We haven't met a lot of them at this point. So
isn't there a princess for each sword?
No. There
No?
Currently Yuri has hold of 2 of them, I believe.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many princesses of Jihad are there?
A lot.
Fucking Christ.
We weren't joking. And Dorsey wasn't joking when she said that princesses of Jihad are like a giant shoe collection. It kind of is that way. Also, I would not be surprised if Anak's mother was not the first princess of Jihad to have kids.
I would not be surprised about that either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had to make a rule for a reason. That's all I know. All right. But yeah, this episode, I'm fucking 10. This is a 10 for me.
Definitely. Dude. Definitely 10.
Yeah.
I already know
10.
that next episode, if they do it well, is going to break that 10 for me.
This definitely felt like a return to season 1.
Yes.
Like, it was that good. The quality was good. The animation, not nearly that bad. Like, we had some good moments. I also like seeing...
That's probably the idea of it.
I loved Rock running up and grabbing that motherfucker by the throat and going, "You can't swallow the fire now, can you?
Now, can you?" Oh, yeah.
And she just roasted that motherfucker while he was still holding him.
It's like, use all of your fire, but he's just going to eat it. Don't worry about that.
Not going anywhere for a while? Too bad you're not hungry. It was like, dude.
Shit.
Also, she melted that dude's like steel
umbrella, yeah.
Whatever it was. Oh, it was so good. It's nice to see her finally step up and be like able to use her power.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So that's 3 10s all around. Who knew that Tower of God was gonna be like the big standout thing this time or this week? You know, it just. Considering how Tower of God, dude, I know so many people that dropped Tower of God season 2 after the first half, and I'm just like, this isn't even the good half. This is the boring shit.
Yes.
Like, you need to wait for season 2, the second half, and just
Look,
watch
sometimes you gotta sit through like 4 episodes of meetings to get to the good shit.
it.
I have a feeling.
those
I know
meetings
exactly,
are good
To a
shit.
different anime.
True. I have a feeling I know exactly
Yeah, but the
where this
problem
season
is too many
gonna
people
end.
want to see it, not hear people talk about the plans.
I'm just saying,
I,
guys.
however, am like excited when they're talking because I'm
When
like,
the
ooh,
season-
I know what's coming.
Yeah, okay. Wait, you do? Oh,
Yeah,
in
for,
slime.
well,
in slime.
yeah, in slime.
Yeah. I
Not
thought you were
this.
talking about
I don't
Tower
know
of God.
shit about this.
All right, here's my thing. Once season 2 is done, I'm gonna push for you to watch, or to start checking out the Tower of God webtoon. Holy shit! You'll be glad you did.
Yes.
That's all you need to know.
Will it be okay if I skip ahead to where the anime ended?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
You don't have to start from the beginning, my guy.
No.
There are
just to let you know,
differences,
Moon,
but they're not that big of a
um,
deal.
I'm expecting this season to end around chapter 184 or 185 of season 2 of the webtoon.
Yeah.
Right.
I did show him some basic stuff like,
There's
okay,
a lot.
season 3, there's like 300 and something chapters. He goes, that's a lot. I go, no, that's of season 3. And then he sees how many
What?
there are in chapter 1, or in season 1. And then he sees how many there are in season 2. I go, dude, Tower of God is fucking huge. Like, you have to understand, Solo Leveling and Tower of God in the manhwa sphere are at the same level of, like, cultural
Damn,
relevance.
okay.
Yeah, they, like, those two manhwa are the big two. Because
Mhm.
Solo Leveling used to be on Webtoon. Mm-hmm. So that's part of the reason why I think it took so long for them to get Solo Leveling back when they were doing their manhwa stuff. I was like, why didn't they grab Solo Leveling? And then I realized, oh, it's not on Webtoon anymore. Never mind. That's why, because they made a deal with Webtoon.
Yes.
But yeah, notice out of those 3 shows, Tower of God was the only one that got a second season, and it better get a third because this shit is good.
Yeah, it's true. God of High School, unfortunately, probably will never get a second season.
Unfortunate. I think the manhwa is way better for.
Oh, most
for-
definitely.
Yeah, for God of High School, it's so good. But yeah, they speed ran that whole shit too.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like they knew that they only had like 12 or 13 episodes to get
yeah,
the section they wanted done.
They speed ran the shit out of it. They should have just stuck with the tournament, and then they jumped so far because they were like, actually, our boy is this, and I'm like, no. All right. That being said, guys, that is Anime Church.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We are finished in about
We're
an
done
hour.
really early.
Yeah, in about an hour.
Damn.
So there we go, guys. But we'll just be hanging out, playing video games and stuff after this. So we hope you guys have a good day. Enjoy your turkey weekend if you are in the U.S. If not, just have a good weekend in general. That being said, I am Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
I am Moonlight Sparks, your Minister of Arceology. Praise Arceus.
And I'm Fender Sauter and your patron saint of snackos and alcohol.
Not guns. We're not adding firearms to that. How dare you? There. That being said, we'll catch you tomorrow as we start back up on Mushoku Tensei. See you guys later. Take care, and bye-bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.